Good morning.
Hello.
It is day 94. No, 95. Yesterday was 94, but it was a 0 day, and I did not record anything for a 0 day.
We did not a thing but lay on our butts.
Yeah, we didn't do anything. But today's day 95. We're back up at the Blue Ridge and getting back on trail. So we have a location we think we're camping at. So we'll see how it goes. We have a big climb today. So we'll see how the temps treat us. Hopefully this wind will stay.
The breeze feels wonderful.
Yeah, it feels great up here, so hopefully it'll feel good in the wood line. So we'll see. If not, we could always dip out again and road walk. There's a couple of, well, there's a dirt road walk, and there's a couple of road walks if we have to road walk, but we'll be down by the creek for a little bit. We'll be hitting 800 miles here in about 2 miles or so.
Yeah, 2-ish.
Yeah, so we'll see what the trail brings us today. Allergies are awful up in Virginia. That's the only thing. My body feels good, but my allergies are all here.
The trail mixed me up. My feet smell and my nose runs.
That's nothing new.
It's supposed to be the other way around.
Always.
The nose is supposed to smell.
It's a funny
your feet
joke.
are supposed to run.
I appreciated your joke.
I didn't get the joke.
How do you not get that?
Just didn't get it.
My
Sorry.
feet smell and my nose runs. Put together backwards.
Okay. Sorry. Didn't get it. I laughed. All right, we're off to hike. See you later. We'll see what we can videotape today.
Force hydrate the last hour.
Maybe the hands will stay not humid and wet, and buttons and all will work on the camera, and
See.
we'll see.
We shall see.
All right, time to hike. Goodbye.
It's half hour.
All right, so here we are. We are at the 800-mile marker inn. Take a look at that. We're gonna grab our pictures and continue carrying on. The trail has been okay. We are sweaty already, but we're doing it. The breeze tends to come on and off, which is really nice, keeping us cooled down. So should be nice when we get high up to the ridge, away from some of the suffocating trees. But there we are, mile 800 in. He's a tall one. He's a tall deer. Oh, he got an ear itch. He got some long legs on him. Skinny and that long neck, too. All right, boy, we're gonna let you go. Goodbye. Okay, so the elevation on the trail is going to be pretty nice for a while. We still got this little bit of breeze going on, which is really nice. And cool down us a little bit. We are heading down to Reservoir Road, and then we'll walk a little up and downs until we get over to Mountain Creek, I think it's called. Mountain something Creek. But that's where we'll be stopping, resting, eating a snack. I don't know. We'll see what time it is. Maybe lunch, because we have a really big climb. Once we get down to the creek to get up to the ridge line that we plan on tenting at for the evening. But yeah, otherwise it's quiet out here. We've seen one hiker. Not much really as far as rocks or anything, just a forest trail. Pretty steep going back down. So but otherwise, so far, all is good. All right, so we're coming up to a big suspension bridge here. I can't get the bridge unless you go up.
Oh, I was looking at the bugs.
I'm not touching bugs. That is nasty. Those, whatever they are, can have it.
They're all over. They're all over the floor.
Don't touch the handrail. Do you hear me? Don't touch the handrail.
They're all over. They're all over the ground.
All right, well, we have a big suspension bridge here that we have to cross over. I'm not quite sure what creek this is, if it is Swapping Creek or Mountain Creek. It doesn't say on there. So, and there's all these bugs. I don't know what they are, but I'm not going to stand here and look at them, but you may look at them if you want to look at one. because I don't want them going on me.
There's a cool, like, big mama. She's got, like, red on
They're
her.
really gross. So girl, I don't want to stand still. So either you go or I go.
Check her out.
Cool, but I don't want to stand with them, so I want to walk. So you can stand and look at them.
Hello, lizard. Don't down.
I do not need them on me. I don't know what they are. So this is a creek.
Very bouncy.
I don't know what creek it is. Tank's shaking the bridge, so he's going to get his ass kicked. But anyway, we're on the bridge and crossing the creek. There's the creek. I'm definitely not stopping to play with bugs when they're clearly all over this bridge and I don't know what they are. But look at them. They're everywhere. And I don't know. But
Easier to get water on this side.
I don't need to stop and play with them. Oh, and we're off the bridge. I don't need water. I'm good till we get to the big creeks. All right, so we're walking up near the reservoir now. I don't remember what day it was, but a couple of days back, we had pictures of this from way high up the reservoir. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see it a little better. It's pretty. You see, there's lots going on down there. That parking lot's got some people in it, and then the parking lot before it that we passed had picnic tables and other people in chairs hanging out, so it's pretty. But that's what we're doing right now, is walking alongside the reservoir, making our way to Swapping Creek. We have some rock crossing to do there, but we're gonna stop there and eat some lunch where we can also drink some water. So I think we have about a mile left till we'll get there. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. Hopefully it's a pretty spot and we have a breeze. All right, so here we are at Swapping Creek. We're gonna see if there's a place for us to sit so we can go ahead and have some lunch while we're here and get some water to drink. Looks like we should be able to get some good water out of here. So, time to sit and eat lunch and cool down a minute. Okay, so I was tired of slimy pepperoni and hot mayonnaise. Not on me. So look what I'm giving a whirl. I tried it last night at the hotel. Oh, I can't do that. Hold on. There you go. It's strawberry jelly. We tried it at the hotel last night. Pretty good. And give me a little fruit tasting of refreshing, even though it's warm too. It's got some calories in it. 30 grams. No fat. It's got some sugars. Oh, it says 1 tablespoon. Okay, probably about 2 tablespoons, because I'll probably put more jelly than peanut butter, but it doesn't look like it's bad. So, not much sugar. 7 grams of sugar in a serving, which is a tablespoon. So, you're gonna give it a whirl. It tastes good. It's not red. It's actually looks like apple, but yet it's strawberry. Kind of weird, but it's good. New lunch for the week. Goodbye. So it seems we have a little service road walk going on. I'm not sure for how long, but it's muddy. See that? Muddy back there. It's like red mud. I'm not sure how long. I know we have 2 miles, or actually less than 2 miles, to get to the bridge where we crossed the creek. So,
Must be doing some kind of new trail.
yeah. But the sign said to stay on the service road, so that's what we're doing. Just a nice walk after lunch. Nothing strenuous, because it's not going really uphill. I don't know what it's doing. It might be going downhill. Seems pretty flat. But anyway, That's what we're doing. Mud road walking. So it looks like we have some creek crossing. Very pretty. Very pretty. It sounds so pretty. All right. Have a nice little creek walk. Some areas it's flowing a lot better, other areas it's not. But it's been pretty to listen to. Hoo-hoo. Yeah, 3 of them in a row. All right, so we're going over another footbridge. This is Mountain Creek. There is a shelter around here, plus there's plenty of spots for camping. Really nice tent areas there. Then you have access to the water. We're not gonna top off our water yet. We're gonna wait till we get to the next stream. And then we'll have from there we'll have a 7-mile stretch. We won't be able to get water again until we get to where we're camping at. But we might get water because we're under a severe thunderstorm watch. The skies are turning gray. I prefer not to have the rain. I prefer just to have the wind from it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens as we continue ahead. All right, so we are up at US 60. We're going to cross the road. We came out over there, and then the trail goes up here, and there's actually a picnic table, and it's a little cooler up here right now, so we're gonna take a pack break. Hold on, let the cars pass. These are a pretty steep climb up, but we have a lot more to go, so we're gonna take a pack break. We got about 2.8 miles to go and another 2,045 elevation of a climb. So we're gonna rest for a minute. It was nice and cool for a minute, and the sun came out on us. It looks like one of these storm clouds passed over us. So I'll take the cloud and the breeze all day long. Just keep the rain away. So, but anyway, we're gonna pop a squat and enjoy the breeze for a minute before we continue the climb. So, and talk to y'all in a little bit. Goodbye. Looks like it's busy up on the knob. A lot of people hiked up today. So, yeah, pretty busy here. A lot of people hiking up. So, all right. All right. I can't talk too much, but I will say, so far, I think I've only gone about 0.6 or 0.7 from Route 60, climbing up to Bald Knob, and it is very steep. There's some breeze right now, but it is so steep. And of course, we're day 1, so we have full packs with food and all since we're day 1 back in. Yeah, it's a climb, and it's pretty thick in here. But I'll stop talking now. There is a gravel road coming up, a dirt road or something. So I'm gonna stop there, drink some more water again, take a little break again, and then continue up from there, which is still about another 2 miles straight up. So the comments on Far Out were 100% accurate. It is steep. It's an ongoing up. And it's very thick in here. So, like I said, the little bit of breeze, you know, it's cooler, thank God. It's not 97 with the humidity because it's a little shadier with the rain clouds up there. and a breeze every now and then. But it's still very thick in here and hot, so let me turn this off and I'll turn the phone around so you can take a look how thick it is in here. All right, let me do that now. All right, so you can see how thick it is. Don't let the vision of the trail fool you. It's a constant up. Haven't gone down or anything yet. It's just an up, and it's very thick out here. So I don't know, being summertime now, what the views are going to be like up at the knob, because it's going to be all leaves on the trees. But here in the wintertime, it's pretty. But considering we're climbing up, from Route 60 up is about 2,000 elevation. Hopefully there'll be some cooler air up there though. But anyway, very thick of a trail. Very, very leafy. But anyway, I'm gonna get to the gravel road, dirt road, whatever it is. Stop, take a break. Everybody's at different paces, so we will, I don't know, they'll catch up, and we'll all take a break. Maybe for me, a slight snack, because now my belly's growling again, and it is almost 4:30. But anyway, yeah, after 2 zeros, well, 1 full zero, the other day was a chore day running around, resupply day. But anyway, it's definitely a lot with 30 pounds on your back. So, all right, see you in a bit. All right, we're about 0.2 or 0.3 away from the forest road, and we have a little bit of view. So, actually, weather does not look too bad out there. Yeah, probably raining in some areas. A little farm down there. So, you have a view. Pretty little opening as we battle this steep-ass climb up the hill for the next 1.7 miles. All right, so we have a half mile to get to the top of this beast. Half mile to go. We all want to get to the top. It has been steep for sure. So, but the trees are still blowing. So having the cooler temps is definitely better, but it's been steep. But we're making it with our normal miles per hour, even with rest. So, but we're almost to the top. Almost there. So we're getting more rocks, but it's supposed to be pretty up there at the knob. So we're check it out, see what it's like. But I'm gonna put this away until we get closer to the top. All right, so we are at the top of this wonderful mountain. I mean, that's like 0.1 to go up a little bit more, but we got views. Finally, we did a climb and a half and finally have some views. So pretty. So we're gonna continue through. I'll give you a nice little rock to sit on so you can look at the views. Let me look at the map. He said, Tank said they give you a rock so we can die on it.
Roll off the back,
That was a hell of a climb.
It was a hell of a climb, and we did good. We made it. With our normal mile per hours, too, even with our brakes. We did good. And it's nice. It's cooler up here, so it feels great. But anywho, so yeah, those are our views, and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so I'm going to videotape pretty much the last bit of this trail going up to Bald Knob. Of course, it's still going up. We're not going down yet. There's supposed to be another ridge up here. I don't know how well I can videotape going up because it's so steep, but I can give you a little idea what it looks like on the last 0.1 of it. So, just rocky, ridgy, and steep. It looks like all the views are going to be on the other side. Not so much this side today, but on the other side. So I'll get pictures of the next view. All right, well, I think that's it for the views. Just that one spot, really, because everything is bloomed leaf-wise. So it's a mile down now. And I have to look and see how far camp is. But I know we have a mile down to get to Cow Gap. We're not going to go to that shelter there because it's like 0.6 off trail downhill, and then another 0.3 to get water from the shelter, and that makes a big hike in the morning to come straight up 0.6 on top of all the other miles we have to do. So we're going to stay at the Hog Pen campground, I believe it's called. So I think we only have like maybe 3.5 miles left. So it'll be a little later than our usual time, but we got plenty of daylight left. Temps are cooler, so it doesn't make sense to stop. Might as well enjoy the cooler temps and the breeze and go to where we originally wanted to plan and put the miles in, instead of hiking it in the humidity that's possible again tomorrow. So, and hopefully this breeze will stay. It'll be a nice night sleeping. All right, I can get back on a little bit if I see anything to show you. Okay, so I just looked. It's 3.3 miles to where we're gonna camp at tonight. So, if anything comes up within those 3.3 miles, I'll get back on here. Goodbye. All right, 2 miles to camp, and we're climbing up again, but only about 500 feet this time before we head down to camp. And yeah, we get a view. See that? I think it's funny out there. I need to zoom in. Look at that. How weird is that? See those trees? That's really weird. Sorry. It's foggy out there because of the storms, but that is so funny looking. All right. All right, so the storm is out there. And hopefully it's not hitting us, but it's getting windy and wicked. So we get about 1.5 miles to get to camp, and hopefully pitch our tents in time. It's a regular camp area, not a shelter area, not unless I find, I don't know, I gotta look up that other thing. There were pictures of a deck and roof in some of the videos for,
It's like a cabin sitting up there.
yeah, when we get down to Hog Pen. So we're gonna see if we can find it just in case the storm does come in. We have a roof over us and can wait it out if we have to wait out to pitch our tents and cook first. So we'll see. All right, 1/2 mile up to the top of this, and then downhill we go to camp. It is definitely pretty nasty out there. Look at that sky. It is crazy. But hopefully we can stay away from it until we get to camp. Hopefully. All right, so we're up here at the meadow. We just got poured on. It was windy and cold. The views are of the storm all around us. So hopefully we can get down to camp before we get poured on again. It's pretty awful out here. It's very windy, very chilly right now. So we're gonna head down because being up on this meadow is not gonna do justice. So we're going downhill in the wind. Get to camp. Hopefully we can find something to take cover under so we can cook and all. We'll see. All right, back to that tree line over there. So I'll see you later. Well, it looks like we're meadow walking for a little bit longer than what I planned, for sure. So here's the views. You see the fog lifting up off the mountains over there. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, we're doing this walk for a little bit. Call me crazy. I could have sworn that was a wedding dress.
Yeah,
They're out here getting wedding pictures.
I think so.
Hold on. Yup. Well, she's in a dress.
Naked?
No,
Dress.
a
It's like
wedding
they're out
dress.
taking pictures.
They're out here doing their wedding pictures. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, they're out here getting married.
Yeah, they
That's where
might.
all the cars were.
I don't know. Oh, don't do that. I
That's
see.
where all the cars were. They're up here getting married.
And they're walking all the
They
way.
walked all this way to do that.
No, why didn't they come up the other way? Look at the rainbow.
Oh, pretty.
Oh, look at a rainbow. Look at the rainbow, you all. So pretty. It looks like a rocket rainbow. I don't know what's going on, but I see people over here.
They're either, oh my God, they're either getting married or doing their pictures. Where's that place?
Those aren't hikers, for sure. And they're walking off.
They're in like tuxedo.
But up there, she's in a white gown. And it looks like, yeah, there's a camera lady. They were taking wedding pictures, so yeah. Maybe they came up on the other end. I don't think they would have hiked all that up here. I don't know. But anyway, well, we'll have to hike right past them. But it would have made more sense if they came up past where we're camping at, because there's a road there. So it's a lot closer than what we just hiked, that's for sure. But yeah. All right, so we have to walk this meadow, looks like all the way up to that tree line up there. I have no idea when we start going down. Hopefully soon. I want to get rained on again. It's all around us. Look at those nasty clouds.
I think it's done.
And then a pretty rainbow. And it's windy and cold. All right, we got to keep moving. It's getting late. Goodbye. Found a bunny rabbit. You see his little butt?
Yeah.
You see his little butt? He's going away.
You're a sweet little guy.
Where'd he go? Yeah, I lost him again. All right.